No longer a rookie, but already establishing a reputation as a force in this league. Olin Polynice, the veteran 7-footer in the middle. And Bobby Hurley starts at the point. All-star guard Mitch Richmond, of course, will go at the shooting guard position. Now, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Sam Mitchell and Tom Gugliotta have the forward spots. Christian Laettner, as Derek was mentioning during our introductions from the floor, now starts at center.
Вот такие интересные стартовые пятерки предлагаются нам перед матчем Сакраменто Миннесота.
Michael Williams, who had missed all of last year with a foot injury, had been the expected starter, but he sprained an ankle, and he wasn't able to respond tonight. And so Porter, the veteran of so many great years in Portland, now a member of the Timberwolves, will start in the backcourt at the point.
Состав Сакраменто вы тоже видели достаточно оригинальный.
Following shoot-around this morning, he was asked about making the transition from the high school ranks to the tough business of the NBA and his expectations.
Полной темноте.
I'm saying, the NBA is no weak league. Everybody here is work hard to get here, and they're very, great players. So I don't really have no low expectation of it. So all my expectations are very high.
Скромный американский школьник, который не выходит в стартовые пятерки в этом матче.
He stands 6'11". He was the 5th player selected in the draft last June, coming out of Chicago's Farragut Academy. Going to be fun to watch this youngster develop in the league. Well, you can see the spotlight circle the floor, the starting lineups being introduced to this capacity crowd. In terms of turnaround last year, the Kings, Derek, jumped up by 11 games. Very impressive number. That kind of pales by what the Mavericks did with their 23-game turnaround. Keep in mind, 2 years ago, Dallas was absolutely miserable.
Побед улучшил показатель прошлого года. Это показатель четверки после Далласа, Лейкерс и Милуоки.
In terms of defense, the Kings did a terrific job last year. You can see that they led the NBA last year in 27 teams. This year there are 29. In terms of three-point defensive capability, they were second overall in the opponent's field goal percentage, and in the top 10 in 3 other categories. And that, I think, is as much as anything, really signified that turnaround for Sacramento in making the jump to the 39-win level.
Indeed it did, but they have to continue that aggressive play. Without Spud Webb, defensive three-point perimeter defense is going to be very important for Bobby Hurley and Tyus Edney to try to establish that early, because Mitch Richmond is going to be a very stable force out there.
Well, the introduction of the starting lineups has been concluded. They wait for the lights to come to power here at Arco, and the team gathered around Gary St. Jean, a Kings team that enjoyed its best ever preseason since coming to Sacramento in 1985. They were 5-2. The 2 losses, one a tight one at Detroit, and then there was an old-fashioned shellacking in the second game of the preseason down in Los Angeles against the Clippers. The thing that has surprised people around the league, however, is Minnesota's success in the preseason. They had the best preseason record of the NBA, winning 7 out of 8. Their only loss was to the Los Angeles Lakers. They're hoping that they can build on that preseason, show some consistency, and begin to step up themselves. And it's a big job for them, but with a lot of new faces, they think that they're going to be capable of doing that. We mentioned that the Kings have won 6 of 7 in their home openers in the Sacramento era. Gary St. Jean has won his 3 previous home openers since taking over this ball club. He'd like to keep that 4-0, make that 4-0 tonight. For the Timberwolves, we're getting a look at Bill Blair, their 53-year-old head coach. He's now in his 2nd year with the head coaching reins. He had served 13 years as an assistant around the NBA in Indiana, also Washington, Chicago, and New Jersey, former head college coach of VMI in Colorado. Larry Onos on the right, Robbie Robinson on the left are the 2 men with the whistles tonight. And I got to tell you, these guys have got to be feeling some pressure, because remember, we are using replacement officials in the NBA. The regular guys who we've gotten used to over the years are having a labor dispute still with the NBA that is yet to be resolved. And a lot of people are very concerned about how these young replacement officials are going to be able to handle the pressure of the regular NBA season. We'll find out. This one is underway. Porter matches up with Hurley, to Gugliotta, as the T-Wolves have the opening possession.
Keep in mind, there are only 2 officials out there, unlike the 3 experienced NBA officials we're accustomed to.
And immediately we have a whistle for an illegal defense call from Robbie Robinson, and the Kings are howling in protest. They didn't like that. And one of the things that Gary St. Jean has admonished his players on the floor, and he's admonished himself. He said, we can't get emotional over these calls. We've got to take it and move on.
Дата открытия регулярного чемпионата.
Walt Williams, who's had a terrific preseason, looking very strong, feeds it back out for the reset. Richmond off the pick, matches up tonight with Doug West.
Kings are going to have to look inside to try to get the ball down.
То есть получается,
as soon as possible. Let Brian Grant operate and let Olden Polonese go one-on-one against Christian Laettner.
Doug West picks up the personal foul. It puts Brian Grant at the free throw line. And one of the encouraging things that we have seen starting here in this preseason with Brian Grant is that he has been much more consistent at the free throw line.
Well, the Kings have to pick up as a team from the free throw line.
Брайан Грант еще очень скромен. Нет еще этих дредов
и
знаменитых.
So send us your questions on the electronic highway. IUKings@AOL.com. That's IUKings@AOL.com for the Incredible Universe email strategy of the game.
Кстати, в составе Сакраменто видим мы сегодня и Шарона Самурчелёниса.
Bucket here at 3-1.
Well, defensively, Bobby Hurley lost his footing on that play, wasn't able to recover, and Brian Grant trying to help, got caught in between.
Mitch Richmond penetrating, has to end up forcing the shot, didn't come close to getting it to drop. In transition, Laettner takes the feed. He's got the layup, and the T-Wolves capitalizing very quickly.
That's one of the things that Bill Blair said he wants to do. You and I had a chance to talk with Randy Whitman, assistant coach, before the game, and he said this team wants to run. And if with Christian on the floor in the middle, they are going to do an awful lot of running.
Backdoor feed for Walt Williams. The turnaround attempt that took him further away from the basket than he intended ends up short. Porter trying to shake off the defender all the way through with the left hand, tipped in by Laettner.
What an athletic team this is, and to maintain its composure, show some experience. Terry Porter's a guy who's going to help this team. He has 84 games of playoff experience under his belt. He can really help settle down some of these gifted athletes on this T-Wolves team.
Grant isolated, draws the double team out to Williams for the three-point attempt. He's got the bucket, and the Wizard, who had a nice, strong three-point preseason, nails his first attempt.
Walt
He
Williams
was 10 of 18 in the preseason from outside the arc.
атакует за трехочковой дуги. 7-4. Короли сокращают отставание в начале этого матча. Даг Уэст теряет мяч. Даг Уэст был таким дядькой-наставником в составе Миннесоты для Кевина Гарнета, когда он пришел в команду. И помню многие клипы, и многие сюжеты о Миннесоте в то время не обходились без участия Уэста и его шуточек. Ричмонд забрасывает мяч за спину Гуглиоти, и там Брайан Грант.
So after the Timberwolves jumped out to a 7-1 lead, 5 unanswered points for Sacramento. Kings trying to pressure the defense on the perimeter. The T-Wolves take it down inside, and this is Gugliotta. Mitchell rattles it from the corner. Ball's tipped out. Richmond controls for the Kings.
Ничего сверхъестественного, ничего особенного в этой встрече фактически не увидим. Разве что дебют Кевина Гарнета, который проведет на площадке 16 минут. Это Бобби Херли. Очень перспективный игрок, которому не суждено реализовать весь свой потенциал из-за того, что попадет в дальнейшем в автомобильную аварию, очень серьезную, и как следует восстановиться так и не сможет.
Target treat seats are back. Visit any Sacramento area Target store. Pick up a treat seat coupon. Your chance to purchase $14.50 tickets for just $7 to any of 12 Kings games this season. That's treat seats. That's a bargain. Courtesy of Target. Leitner miscommunicates, was trying to go inside. They were trying to get West to post up on the smaller Hurley. And Derek, I think we're probably going to see a lot of that this year. Opponents trying to capitalize against the smaller Kings guards. But that time they turned it over.
Well, indeed, that's going to happen. We saw it last year with Spud Webb, but you didn't see it that often because if the Kings are able to rotate, get some double downs, they'll get the ball out of whoever the post up man is.
Well, the Kings get a breath of new life there as the three-point attempt by Walt Williams was long. In fact, an air ball, and Gugliotta unable to hang on to it. I think we'll get a reset on the shot clock. They had anticipated the possession. Bill Blair has come up to center court to talk to Robinson.
Well, Gugliotta anticipated the ball falling in his hands and turned his head, and he just lost it off his hands, and he did not have possession, so it's only 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock for the Kings.
10 секунд
See
остается.
how the shot clocks are positioned there. Three-sided clock on top of the backboard. Richmond in traffic, tried to drop it inside, and goes right into the hands of Sam Mitchell. Outlet to Porter. Porter with that head shake drives into the lane, and he is fouled. Bobby Hurley with the reach inside.
Well, it's getting pretty physical inside, especially in the half-court set down on the Minnesota offensive end. And here you see Bobby Hurley stripping the ball away. From our angle, it looked like a good call. But, again, we talked about two officials out here who don't have the NBA experience versus the regular NBA experience referee team of 3 officials. It's going to be a little different, and you will not see a lot of calls that you normally would see.
Terry Porter hits the first one. Timberwolves have a 2-point lead. Terry Porter played for 10 years. Well, actually 11 years up in Portland. This is his 12th NBA season, a free agent acquisition, and a fine one. The Kings would have loved to have been able to put Terry Porter in a Sacramento uniform, but they just didn't have enough room. They were capped out, and they have that $1 million exemption as a base salary, and that was all they could offer. And Porter wanted much more, and he got it in Minnesota.
Well, he missed 47 games last year because of a foot injury.
We've got a tie ball game as Mitch Richmond
Средний бросок от Митча Ричмонда.
And we are even at 9. For each 3-point field goal made by the Kings, San Francisco Federal makes a $25 donation to the Kings Community Foundation. So ring up $50 already tonight in the opening minutes of this one as the Kings have hit 2 on the perimeter. Leitner with the runner that ends up short, and the foul is on Olden Hollandies.
Christian Leitner's one of those players on the isolation. You're going to see him put the ball on his floor and go to his right. He likes to go to his right, and if he does that, he'll put on about 2 dribbles and then pick it up and try to either make the shot or pass the ball off. And if Olden Hollandies is able to overplay that right side, he will not go all the way to the basket going left.
Первые 10 лет своей профессиональной карьеры он каждый сезон набирал не менее 21 очка за сезон. И, в общем-то, так серьезно снизил свои показатели лишь в своем последнем сезоне, когда в возрасте 36 лет провел 64 матча за Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс и стал, кстати, чемпионом NBA. Заслуженно завершил свою карьеру. Один из счастливчиков, которым Фил Джексон подарил перстень на закате карьеры. Ну и 21 очко, собственно, вот его такой золотой показатель так и остался лучшим для Митча Ричмонда в карьере за все 14 лет.
You see the tattoos. That's a fresh look for Brian Grant this year. That's Bob Marley you see on the right shoulder. He has an astrological sign on the other shoulder that he acquired during the offseason.
Брайана Гранта. По окончании прошлого сезона появилась татуировка Боба Марли. Прелести Ямайки не дают покоя. Это вот в этом сезоне нет ни одного человека, сохранившего после тайм-аута. А это Дак Уэст, который делает счет 13-11.
Love this. Oh, he's got it quickly for the win! Lakers win it! Okay, guys, there's 1,000 reasons why people love this game. Let's give them ours.
I love this game because the tattoos really bring out their personality. I love this game because sometimes it's okay to eat pretzels, nachos, and Cracker Jacks.
Ooh, I love this game because of the fancy spin moves.
I love this game because the arena is so feng shui.
This place is going nuts now.
I love this game even though we're the real dream team.
Here's to the NBA. We love this game. Basketball fans, what's your favorite game?
Oh, what a play!
Put a fan favorite on NBA.com Global and cast your vote for the game you want to see.
Oh, my!
You're a fan. What's your favorite?
Michael at the foul line, a shot on Elo, good! The Bulls win it! Choose from one of 4 available games.
Log on and vote.
Control the action. Play fan favorite on NBA.com Global.
Well, let's check out the Southwest Airlines Kings itinerary as the Kings host the Clippers Sunday night here at Arco. That's a 6 o'clock ball game, and some tickets are available at the box office. So if you can't make it to the game, join Grant Napier on KHTK Hot Talk 1140 and the Kings Radio Network. That's Sunday night, the Clippers here at Arco, and then next week the Kings are on the road. There's the #1 draft pick of the Sacramento Kings, Corliss Williamson. Boy, it's going to be fun to watch him when he gets fully healthy, and he's getting healthier literally by the day. He's hoping that
Корлис Уильямсон, который много лет отдал Сакраменто, в этом матче находится в запасе по состоянию здоровья. Это же один из немногих игроков, который по сей день находится в строю. Он новичок, в свою очередь, своей команды. 5 лет Сакраменто, потом такой промежуточный сезон в Торонто, 4 в Детройте, и вот теперь новая команда в этом сезоне, Филадельфия, в 10-м своем сезоне. А это Тью Сэдни. Тью Сэдни появляется в Сакраменто. Европейская звезда на самом деле. Хотя имя себе, конечно, он сделал в Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации. Показатели Тью Сэдни вполне неплохие. Кевин Гарнетт, как я обещал, почти после тайм-аута дебют. Стартовый матч сезона 95-96.
Ryan Williams trying to get space against the double team. The turnaround hangs on the iron. Not there. Leitner with the board, and the T-Wolves will try to capitalize now at the 5.5-minute mark. Porter pushes it up.
Leitner. KG получает мяч наверху, пока скромничает, не пытается никого обыграть, даже не прыгает особо на подбор с Грантом. Получает персональное замечание. Да, так поймал Терри Портера. Эдни тоже, как и Корлис Уильямсон, новичок Сакраменто. в этом сезоне. Во втором раунде драфта был выбран всего-навсего в этом году. И вот, пожалуйста, то, что он делает в Европе. Тьюседний чемпион Евролиги. Если не ошибаюсь, как в составе Жальгириса, так и в составе Бенеттона. Майкл Смит появляется вместо Олдена Полинайса, которого второе персональное замечание.
Got some changes here now for the Timberwolves as Jerome Allen, a rookie from Pennsylvania, checks in.
Jerome Allen.
Sean Rooks making his first appearance in the game. Sean Rooks, the former Arizona collegiate star, spent a couple of years in Dallas. Well, he's had some great games against the Kings in the last couple of years. He's looked all world against Sacramento.
Второй состав у Миннесоты.
Long lead out pass. That one will be broken up by the Timberwolves.
Эта передача через всю площадку не проходит. Что-то валится все сегодня из рук Гуглиоты. Тальком нужно почаще руки посыпать. И здесь все подряд, по-моему. И пробежка, и двойное ведение. Уперся в трех игроков сразу. И сразу на одну победу, на одну потерю стало больше у Миннесоты, чем у Сакраменто. Уолт Уильямс хорош сегодня.
The much taller Sean Rooks.
Yeah, the Kings have the lead for the moment by 1. Allen on the perimeter for the 3 ball. It's an air ball. Gugliotta trying to save. Does. Garnett gets his first NBA basket.
И вот Кейджи. Первые 2 очка в Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации. Матч, разумеется, не останавливается, нет бурных аплодисментов. Никто еще и не знает толком, чего ждать от этого парня. А Уолт Уильямс продолжает поливать. И нет повода о нем не сказать. Но я думаю, сделаем мы это после тайм-аута.
Ever wonder what a go-to guy does? Go-to guy. Good question. Goes to the board, to the rack, to the right, to the left, to the jump hook, to the spin move, to the power, to the finesse.
Where'd you get that, young man?
Offense, defense.
Rejected by Kevin Garnett.
Go-to guy, huh? I think I like that. Gotta go.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
I love this game because of the crossover dribble. Oh, Barry, what a play!
I love this game because the men are easy on the eye.
I love this game because you don't need a 9-iron to score.
I love this game. Yeah. Staples Center crowd.
I love any game that brings the drama every single night.
Steal! Houston wide open for three.
Timberwolves now with the ball as we return to live action. 2:40 to play, opening quarter. Jerome Allen, the rookie from Penn, looking inside to Rooks. Rooks ends up on the floor as Dwayne Coswell is taking a defensive stance. And the foul is on Coswell.
Isn't it amazing when Dwayne comes in the game? It doesn't matter what the play is. He's going to get called with that first foul. I thought Dwayne had pretty good position, but the officials are going to call him for using his leg, putting his left leg out there and trying to prevent
Шон Рукс оказался на паркете.
Well, the Kings are in the penalty situation now with their 15th foul of the quarter. Rooks at the line, and the first one he spins it down. Once again, we want to mention now this business of email. You can question strategy in this one tonight. Send us your questions on the electronic highway at iukings@aol.com. iukings@aol.com. The Incredible Universe email strategy of the game. Score tied at 17.
Young man just left the free throw line. Sean Rooks had career high last March.
17-17 по ходу первой четверти. 2:22 остается до конца. Мич Ричмонд промахивается. И Смит тоже мимо. Получится ли быстрый отрыв? От Гуглиота.
Gugliotta with a spin move, the drop step on Coswell. Causey with a block over the top, but we got a grab foul called on.
Не стал бы я давать фол в этом эпизоде. Наказали Козвелла.
Going to the line will be Gugliotta. Trying to break a tie in a low-scoring first quarter. Tickets for individual Kings games on sale now. Call Bass Tickets 923-BASS, or you can stop by the box office at Arco Arena. Sharunas Marshallonis, one of the new faces for the Kings, spelling Mitch Richmond. Richmond getting his first breather. Kings fans are going to love watching Marshallonis as we check the Ford NBA scoreboard. How about this for a nail-biter tonight at the new Fleet Center in Boston? Milwaukee on the road gets the win. Philly a 2-point winner over Washington at the Spectrum. Orlando tonight knocks off Cleveland without Shaq by 11. We'll check other scores. 14 games around the NBA on opening night. Edney penetrates, spins, looking for help. He's in trouble in the lane, loses the ball, gets it back.
Потеряли мяч Эдни. И там пробежка у Козвелла. Ну, придираются судьи к парню. На обоих концах площадки. Атьюс Эдни молодец.
Turned it over once again.
Gugliotta sets the pick for Allen. Here's the return pass. Gugliotta. Kings hounding him. The Wizard comes up with a steal. Flips it behind his back, literally to Edney. So another turnover, this time with the Timberwolves.
Marshallonis. Поделиться информацией о Уолте Уильямсе. Тем временем Шарунас Марчеллонис на площадке. И при его непосредственном участии эта атака результативно завершилась для Сакрамента. Минута остается до конца четверти. Перехват Марчеллонис. И Козвелл. Наконец-то удача. Тут и поцелуй в засос пришелся, кстати. Кевин Гарнетт опоздал к этому данку.
Oh, great defense again by the Kings. Let's see what we got. A whistle out of bounds. It'll be Minnesota's ball.
Great defense. Good trapping by the Kings.
Well, the Kings have been working diligently here in this last week. Gary St. Jean was a little concerned because he said, you know, actually, next year we want to get it so that we don't have our last preseason game a full week before the season opener. He says our guys are so sick of beating each other up here in practice, and it's been very physical as they've worked on the defense, but right now it's paying some dividends.
Well, I'm still looking for some fallout from the lockout that we had this summer, and we've already seen a little bit of that in some of the players getting injured early in the preseason, but you know, I'm knocking on my head, and I'm knocking on wood that the Kings maintain their consistency with
проникающий пас на Рукса, и от него же в итоге уходит он за пределы площадки после серии рикошетов.
22-19, Sacramento by 3. Edney goes behind the back as he tries to shake off Allen. Marciulionis with a step to his right, leans in with that soft jumper. There was all kinds of contact and no fouls called.
Шарунас такой корявенький бросочек исполнил. И последняя атака в этой четверти останется, скорее всего, за Миннесотой. И завершается она результативно. Аллен. А Уолт Уильямс запускает мяч просто на трибуны. Таким образом, одно очко преимущества у Сакрамента, 22-21 и перерыв.
Foul line. Oh, with a right-handed monster jam. 3-on-2 fast break. Oh, young fella, don't bring the house down like that. Crowd is on their feet, and the groove is back.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and I'm looking at you straight in the eyes, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm into the action. I'm rocking. I'm rolling, baby.
You get that
I love it.
One-on-one basketball. Chauncey's got to hurry. Fires. Duncan makes the move over Powell. It goes.
And I'm telling you the truth. I love this game.
Oh, he's got it quickly for the win. Lakers win it.
To the shindig, chop chop, he says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation, distant us into the reservation. Well, I love the trains, I hope to be part of the wave. Can't stop, come and tell me when it's time to.
Here it is. He's got it. Amazing. Levitsky.
Coloca lá dentro, definitivamente.
El más querido. Look out below.
Let's check out the AT&T first quarter stats. For the facts on guaranteed competitive business long-distance prices, call 1-800-COMPARE. And as we compare stats, the Kings being out-rebounded, modestly out-shooting the Timberwolves. Leading scorers, Walt Williams with a 10-point first quarter, Christian Laettner with 6 for Minnesota. The Kings nailed 3 from outside the arc in the early going. And here's our first look at Ty Corbin, a nice acquisition for the Kings. He came from Atlanta in the Spud Webb deal. He's now in his 11th NBA season. And this guy brings so much quality and versatility to the Kings roster. A great acquisition, Derek.
Oh, I think he is. He's adding not only experience, but, you know, just leadership, that one of those intangibles you find inside the locker room that can help get guys pumped up when they're down. And he talked in the paper this morning about how this team has to respond when the plays are going well and when play is not going well.
Sarunas Marciulionis with that physical style, the delay, got the bucket and the foul. Kings fans are just gonna fall in love with these guys. I tell you, it's just inevitable.
Oh, indeed they are. And Gary St. Jean has to realize that he now has people that he can depend on. Maybe one night Walt Williams is not doing it. Maybe Mitch Richmond's not doing it. But now you have Marciulionis, you have Tyrone Corbin, you even have you certainly have Lionel Simmons on the bench that you can bring in, a career 16-point-a-game scorer. So the Kings have a lot of versatility inside.
Предпоследний сезон Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации. Один из самых удачных, в всяком случае, лучше, чем прошлый. В Сиэтле, и последний свой в следующем году проведет за Денвер Шарунас Марciulionis. Так достаточно стабильно прошли 7 лет в лучшей лиге мира. укрепивший за Марчеллонисом доброе баскетбольное имя, и стал он после этого заметным функционером от этого вида спорта. Организовал свою собственную лигу европейскую. Не был жизнь, которая была не очень долгой, но достаточно яркой. Московские армейцы, Урал Грей даже успели по разу стать чемпионами этой лиги. Брэг. Новая фамилия у нас в матче. Это не Брэгс, который сейчас играет.
Backdoor lock and lob feed for Michael Smith. Ball misplaced a little bit, goes out of bounds, and it will be
в питерском «Спартаке». Но появился игрок на площадке, и нет повода не проследить за его карьерой. Маркус Брэг на один сезон появился в Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации. 53 матча провел за Миннесоту. 2,5 очка за игру.
Shot only 33% in the preseason. Got some nice wide open looks. And he has got to make that shot fall with regularity. But this one tipped out of bounds to the Kings, who get a new opportunity.
I think even more important than the 33% from the field, Tyus has to cut down on his turnovers. He had one game with 6 turnovers, and he averaged about 2 a game during the preseason. But just taking care of the ball and getting good distribution.
Marciulionis high off the iron. Smith called for the loose ball foul as he crashed from the baseline. A 1-point ball game. Timberwolves have possession and the lead. We're only 2 minutes into the second quarter in case you're just joining us tonight. Opening night action from Arco Arena. Gary St. Jean, who 3-0 in his Sacramento career as a head coach in this league on opening nights here at Arco. Mark Davis, rookie from Texas Tech. Had a look at him for the first time as Bill Blair is showing us a lot of his bench. Harry Porter has also come back in to join Bragg, Brooks, and Ryder.
Mark Davis was second on this team in the preseason in scoring with 12 points a game and 4 rebounds and shot 44% from the field. But another nice acquisition for this team.
Mark Davis, a second-round draft pick. Number 48 spot. There have been some great names who've been drafted 48th in the NBA.
Игра без каких-то ярких моментов.
Boy, Marcus Bragg is finding himself a home down inside.
Indeed he is. He's got really strong hands, and against the Lakers,
которому мы посвятили несколько слов в этой трансляции.
19 points and 7 rebounds, but take a look at how steady, how composed he seems to be when he gets the ball.
Сумел отличиться. Из-под Шаронаса Марчеллониса получил поздравления от партнеров. Новичок.
As the CBA newcomer of the year, and was also named to the All-Star team, and certainly he has honed some skills in the CBA and is making the best of an opportunity with the Timberwolves. He has given his club a 4-point lead early in this second quarter. It's a 7-point run by the T-Wolves. Edney again from 18, and again the same result. 0 for 3 on those pull-up jumpers. Look at Michael Smith. He comes busting out of there with a basketball, and the crowd loves it.
Great hustle.
Marciulionis trying to feed inside, saved by Grant. He finds space, drops it off. Here's Smith creating space and scoring.
Nice job by the sophomores, Michael Smith and Brian Grant, playing past the ball in close quarters.
Майкл Смит набирает 2 очка за Сакраменто, и пробежка там, по-моему. Айзея Райдер. Тоже такое громкое скорее скандальное имя Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации.
Scored 6 points, 2 field goals, a pair of free throws in his first stretch. Timberwolves out rebounding the Kings by 4 at this juncture. Kings are down 2 on the scoreboard, 28-26. The feed for Grant. Anticipated by the Timberwolves. Oh, they called 3 seconds. We thought it was for a foul down inside, and Robinson has the call and earns a chorus of boos from the Kings fans.
That looked like a good play there with a foul at the end. Excellent defense by Marciulionis.
Marciulionis is isolated now against Ryder. Ryder with 6 on the clock. Looks like he got away with another travel that time, or last time he didn't get away with it. Looked like he got away with one there, and he
отличился Айзайя Райдер в этом матче.
What a great athlete. You just don't know where he's going to come from on any given day. And
4 очка преимущества Миннесоты через 4 минуты после начала второй четверти.
He was never thinking basketball. Now having experienced players like Sam Mitchell and Terry Porter might help this game.
Marciulionis got the space, couldn't make it fall. Ryder trying to go end to end, loses it off the glass. There's Bragg again. This one doesn't go. Grant has it. Look at this.
И пробежка. Пробежка. Это Грант. Сейчас технический фол действительно получит за откидку мяча. Да, прибавил сейчас татуировок и мощи у Гранта.
Boy, emotions are running hot and heavy here early on opening night.
Take a look at this play as Brian Grant's going to come down with the rebound, and Christian Laettner's right there in front of him. If anything, it should be a jump ball.
Yeah.
Проводил.
Well, Walt Williams comes back
Кристиан Лейтнер. Неуклюжего Гранта. Не сказать, чтобы более уклюжим был сам Лейтнер. Так получилось. Скамейка Миннесота переигрывает Сакраменто 14-8. На данный момент это Терри Портер. Это игрок стартового состава.
Richmond feeds baseline to Michael Smith. He's sealed off, and the foul is called on Laettner. Every time the Kings score 110 points or win at home, take your ticket stub to Bunny Carl's Jr. You get a free Western Bacon cheeseburger with any purchase.
Well, we've talked about how the league has improved, and certainly the Western Conference, and Minnesota is one of those teams. We talked about 7-1 in preseason. They've made some major improvements with just getting this team a lot more stable than they were the last couple of years, and getting some people who are willing to pass the ball.
Smith.
Coming up on our Sprite halftime report, we'll talk about today's big trade as Zoe goes south. He's down in Miami. Stats and highlights, of course, in this first half of action. Michael Smith, who struggled with the free throw line last year, continues to struggle. Here's a pull-up jumper from Corbin.
Разговор будет идти о переходе Алонзо Моурнинга в Майами.
Diving for it, but can't get it. Davis back
Charlotte.
And he is fouled. Boy, you talk about intensity on the part of hitting the offensive board. That is not something we have seen Minnesota teams do in the past.
Удовольствие
we haven't, but they are doing a terrific
job
of just staying after the ball. And here you see Mark Davis taking the ball right to Brian Grant. But what I've noticed so far is that Brian is the only one in the air for the Kings going after defensive rebounds, and he's got to have help from the other 4 players on the floor. Before you can go out on a break, you got to have the ball.
More scores in opening night. The Pacers road winners in Atlanta by 5 over the Hawks. New York Knicks get the victory at Detroit over the Pistons. On the Ford NBA scoreboard, Chicago beating Charlotte. Jordan tonight had 42 points for the Bulls. And the Bulls,
Уолт Уильямс просит тайм-аут. После рывка 11-2 в исполнении Миннесоты, 32-26 счет, и 7 минут остается до большого перерыва.
Basketball fans, what's your favorite game? Oh, what a play! Put a fan favorite on NBA.com Global and cast your vote for the game you want to see. Oh, my!
You're a fan. What's your favorite?
Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! Choose from one of 4 available games.
Log on and vote.
Control the action. Play fan favorite on NBA.com Global.
That is one of the most amazing blocks that I have ever seen.
They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher! Evan Garnett up high and LeBron James! Mellow to the top shelf and then some. Blocked by Richard Jefferson. Oh, what a pass! A rookie clean away. Ben with a steal. Ben driving. Ben Wallace drives again.
1,000 reasons to love this game, and here they go.
I love this game because I love to hear that sweet string music.
I love this game because when I'm around sweaty men, I smell better.
I love this game because when my jumper's on, it's on.
Allen, 3 more.
I love this game because you can't strike out.
Because home is where my heart is.
I love this game, and if you don't, you're fired.
Well, our email strategy of the game has prompted this question tonight in the Incredible Universe new feature. Did Bobby Hurley get the start tonight, Derek, because Tyus Edney is a rookie? Fishin wants to know.
Well, I think Bobby Hurley got the start because of his seniority from last year, and certainly with Tyus being a rookie, you could have even gone with Marshall Onis at the starting point guard, or you could have gone with Walt Williams. But give Bobby Hurley a chance to show that he is the player that we knew he was in college.
Right now, both Hurley and Edney are on the bench. The Kings have Michael Smith, Brian Grant, Mitch Richmond, Ty Corbin, and Walt Williams on the floor. An 11-2 Timberwolves run has given Minnesota a 6-point lead. And Brian Grant draws a big crowd. Dumps it out to the Wizard. Firing for 3. Got another one.
Good patience by Brian Grant to take the ball inside, wait for the double team occur, and then pitch it back out for an easy, uncontested shot by Walt Williams.
That's 13 points now for Walt Williams, and the Kings cut that deficit in half. Mark Davis, the rookie from Texas Tech, to Gugliotta. Now Porter. T-Wolf showing a lot of movement there, but the pass was broken up by Corbin, and the Kings come back. Corbin can't feel a pass from Walt Williams. The ball slipped off the Wizards' hand, and it was behind Corbin. He had no chance to corral it, so they swapped turnovers.
Walt still having a problem with taking care of the ball. That was not the best pass, but in preseason, he averaged 3.5 turnovers per game, so he's got to cut down on that number.
Doug West, his athleticism showing there with that nice take from the wing, makes it 34-29. Interesting now, the matchup defensively that time for the Kings had Mitch Richmond going against Terry Porter. Porter, meanwhile, is working against Tyrone Corbin, who has the ball for a moment. Now it's Walt Williams for the Kings with 10 on the shot clock. Midpoint, second quarter. Williams with a spin, the fake. He's fouled, no call. He ends up on the floor, and that was right in front of the official. Well,
unbelievable.
Get used to it. Unfortunately, both teams frustrated. Gugliotta is stripped, and there's no call there. And Bill Blair can't believe it. And now a block foul is called on Davis. And a technical foul is called on Gugliotta.
There are going to be some people that get hurt early in the season as a result of this. And if some key players get hurt, you're going to find a settlement coming very quickly between the owners and the NBA officials.
The technical foul was whistled by Larry Onis against Tom Gugliotta. And the Kings have Mitch Richmond at the line to shoot the tee.
It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
And Richmond, who struggled at the free throw stripe a bit in the preseason, misses the opportunity here. Mitch, normally about an 85, 86, 87% shooter at the line, shot only 79% in the preseason, and missed this one at the stripe. Kings, however, have the possession. Well, Williams isolated, trying to work on Mark Davis. Here comes the screen from Grant. Wiz trying to circle off the double team. Feeds it inside, and here's a whistle, and we get a fresh 24 on the kicking violation. Couple of scores. Golden State opening on the road, and the defending champion Rockets get the win tonight. Big time. And Utah over Seattle at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City on this business.
And take that quick outside face-up jumper from the baseline.
Gugliotta against Grant. Porter now with the dribble inside, dumps it out, broken up by Grant. Kings have got numbers. Lead out pass Richmond. Can he corral it? No, he can't. And they squander the open floor opportunity. Southwest Airlines and the Kings will join forces to give away rally rags to fans attending the Kings-Phoenix game on November 17th. So be sure you're in Arco November 17th for your Kings rally rag. That's courtesy of Southwest Airlines.
That's a basket the Kings have to have. And whether it was this possession or the next possession, they have to have baskets like that when you get easy opportunities in the open floor.
They forced the turnover but couldn't cash in transition. Ended up throwing it away. Leitner to West to Mitchell. Good movement, and it's Gugliotta from the corner. Short. Rebound. Back to Googs. Long reach with the left hand, and he gets the roll.
Very good athlete is Gugliotta. I liked his game when he first came out of college. He's been with the Bullets, the Warriors, now with the Timberwolves, but he's got good mobility at 6'10" tall.
He now has 7 points and 5 rebounds on the night. Richmond with a quiet night trying to create, but this one comes short off the iron into the hands of Minnesota. Polonese getting ready to come back for Sacramento. Porter running into and over Richmond, and Richmond is called for the foul, and Mitch is not happy. Oh, he better be careful. He got teed up. You could see it coming.
Mitch is saying, call it both ways. If you're going to make this call on me, make the same call down on the other end when I'm driving to the basket.
Yeah. It's early on opening night, and the frustration factor is escalating for both coaches, both rosters, and for about 17,000 fans here at Arco.
I think we're going to see a lot of frustration early in this season before the agreement is reached between the owners and the NBA officials. And let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that we have some injury-free activities.
Low-scoring first half now with 3:45 to go. 37-33. Timberwolves with the ball in the 4-point lead. Doug West called for travel as he puts it on the floor. Their first chance to meet the Kings coming up tomorrow. Corliss Williamson and Tyus Edney. The two rookies will be at Incredible Universe from 5 until 6:30. That's tomorrow, 5 to 6:30 at Incredible Universe. Williamson and Edney. Turnovers are now even at 11 apiece. Fly Corbin out to Richmond. Williams again in the perimeter. Passes up the open shot. Feeds Corbin inside for the layup.
Great movement without the ball, but good passing in close quarters by the Kings to come up with that high percentage shot for Tyrone Corbin.
West feeds Leitner. Christian now against Polonese. On the perimeter to Porter. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Porter hooks it out. Mitchell takes a look. Into traffic. Off balance with the force. No good. Williams with a rebound. Kings break out. 4-on-3. Long lead. Richmond underneath the basket. Has to hook it out to Williams. Williams goes immediately for three. He's got another one.
Good pass by Mitch Richmond. He had nowhere to go on the baseline. Finds Walt Williams standing out at the top of the arc, who knocks it home.
Kings take the lead on the long ball, and Walt Williams having himself a very impressive first half. Now has 18 points. Sam Mitchell in the 20-foot range rattles it in and out. Polonese battling. Ball coming from the bottom of the net. Gugliotta trying to make something happen. He can't. Michael Smith says, let's run. Ahead to Williams, to Corbin. Corbin in traffic, draws the foul, and the shot doesn't drop. Boy, you want intensity. We've got it tonight. A 1-point Kings lead with 2:13 to go in the first half. We've got timeout at Arco.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What's yours?
The crowd is on their feet.
I love this game because you know what? Little guys can make a big difference.
You can stand here with the ball doing stupid things like I'm doing now and look cool.
Because it gives me a chance to be me.
I love this game because you get to wear a tank top.
We love this game because we can always go together.
It's a good date.
How nice was that?
That close.
It's game time. I have been a season ticket holder since 1967.
Go get him.
All right.
Gary Payton's the greatest point guard in basketball.
That Gary is great.
He's my man. And Sean is so graceful that his moves could be ballet. When I'm watching a basketball game, I forget about everything else. I just center on the game, and it's a very happy time for me.
Good night, guys.
Well, let's check out tonight's Tower record breaker. On this date, 1989, 6 years ago, Sharunas Marshallonis, now with the Kings, and Alexander Volkov, who then was in Atlanta, the first players from the Soviet Union to play in an NBA regular season.
3 ноября 1989 года сразу два игрока, Марчеллонис и Волков, стали двумя первыми игроками из бывшего Советского Союза, сыгравшими в игре в Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации. Два друга, два товарища. Но служили в разных полках.
Tyrone Corbin hit 79% of his free throws in the preseason. We got a quick look there at Byron Houston. Corbin at the free throw line, and boy, the Kings are struggling at the free throw stripe here.
Который отметился даже
unofficially, I think they're now 3 for 10.
в российском чемпионате. Тоже уже будучи списанным совсем из рядов NBA.
Look at the numbers here. Minnesota always, in the last 3 years, one of the top 3 free throw shooting teams in the NBA, and they've missed only 3. That West on the perimeter doesn't get it. Corbin perfectly placed for the rebound. Regulярка taking a quick move on Williams. The feed baseline to Brian Grant. Quick turn, misses a tip ball, and he's not there.
Упадет мяч в кольцо. Упрыгались там под кольцом. И тайм-аут попросил, по-моему, Дак Уэст, да?
Not a full break. We'll keep it here courtside at Arco with 1:45 to play. Once again, a reminder, if you've got a question tonight, want to join us here as we're interactive, get on the web. You can send your question, iukings@aol.com, for the Incredible Universe email strategy of the game. Nice new wrinkle that I think will be fun during the course of this season for Sacramento. Also, a quick reminder, a limited number of Kings season tickets still available. Your season ticket entitles you to the same seat for the entire season. There's no sharing, no exchanging, no standing in line,
20 секунд пролетели быстро, такой тайм-аут во имя сохранения мяча у себя.
If you're interested in information on Kings season tickets, 928-3650. 928-3650. You can call them right now.
But Brian Grant is still fuming because he felt like he had possession of that ball, and it was wrestled away from him by Doug West, but they did not give him the call. They gave the ball to the T-Wolves.
Bobby Hurley at the point, now matched up against Terry Porter, and Porter going to try to back him down. Now plays screen and roll with Leitner. Leitner hooks the pass to the far side. Good movement. Porter frees up for the...
Зашевелилась Миннесота в нападении. Сразу получилась вот такая симпатичная атака от Терри Портера, признанного снайпера. И вновь Timberwolves впереди, 40-39. Такой слабый намек на упорный матч.
Indeed it was. Mitch did not score very well in the preseason, only about 10 points a game, but if he's able to catch the ball in rhythm and get started early, we know what he's capable of doing.
Regulярка to try it from outside the arc. Not there. Brian Grant is. Look at this lead-out pass. Going to Richmond. Porter mugs him, and there's no...
И мяч от Митча Ричмонда уходит, который...
Yeah, boy, this Arco crowd is getting real frustrated in terms of
пытался сыграть в футбол.
That's awful. That's awful.
Смотрели друг другу на ноги. Кто же последним коснется мяча?
Definitely went off Walt Williams because he had the inside position.
Oh well. The frustration factor being shared equally by both coaches and both benches. 25 seconds to go. Richmond drives on Mitchell, and the block foul is called this time on Sam Mitchell. Now that will put the Timberwolves in the penalty. Mitchell picks up his third personal, and Mitch Richmond, who missed a free throw on a technical foul attempt, now back at the free throw line. Mitch has got a unique opportunity, Derek, this year. He's in very select company after 7 years in the NBA. Only, I think it's 9 guys have ever averaged as much as 21 points a season for their first 7 seasons, and he can, if he does it again this year, he would cut to a group of about 7.
Предсезонки показатели Митча Ричмонда достаточно скромные.
That's right. Richmond gives the Kings a 2-point advantage. A little last-second juggling here by Bill Blair in terms of his lineup, anticipating a final possession. Richmond gets 2. Just under 24 seconds to go. You see the time winding down. The Kings have now matched their biggest lead of the ball game.
See if the Kings can come up with a defensive stop here and just deny the T-Wolves from scoring or getting to the free throw line.
10-3 Sacramento run. Here's Porter now trying to free up. Spins once, twice, dumps Gugliotta. Misses a wide open chance. Tip is missed inside as the horn sound. And the Timberwolves had wide open opportunities, and Gugliotta just with hands on hips staring up at the basket in total disbelief as the Kings head for the locker room, leading 43-40.
Oh my God! And this place is rocking. What did I just see? Oh, big finish.
Creativity for the MVP candidate. Oh, where is he getting it from? There you go! What a game!
Holy cow!
Jeff Marbury on the drive. Oh, man, can you believe it?
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. Let me hear yours.
I love this game because of behind the back pass.
I love this game because I love to get the crowd into it.
Well, I love this game because it's all rock and roll to me.
Stojakovic is on fire.
I love this game because of the New York Knicks.
I love this game because the thrill is never gone.
Posey with a flush.
One of us plays this game great.
One of us doesn't play at all.
But we love this game.
Want to see how fine I am, tough guy?
It is hard to believe what we're seeing here today.
Duncan, couple of dribbles, top of the key, jumper off balance. It's good. He hit it. Tim Duncan hits a shot.
Well, let's check that incredible universe email. Alan JG has checked in on the internet. When Corliss Williamson returns, what's the most likely roster move? Got any thoughts about that, Derek?
Well, I do have some thoughts about that, and there's a couple different things. Certainly, Corliss Williamson is not going to be ready till December, so a lot of things can happen. Anything can happen between now and then. If a player goes down, you leave a roster space available, or you bring Clint McDaniel in. But if they were to come in today and play, I would say there's two choices. Dwayne Coswell is a possibility, or you can look at Byron Houston as a possibility.
Okay, we thank Alan JG for the question. Kings lead by 4, nearing the midpoint of the third quarter. The field goal shooting for both teams in this rugged third quarter,
41-47.
leaving a lot to be desired. The Kings have hit only 3 of 9. The Timberwolves 3 of 8 thus far. Sharunas Marshallonis is on the floor for Sacramento along with Michael Smith. This is Olden Polynice with a jump hook, and he likes it.
Nice job.
Счет в рассветном матче. Олден Полинайс.
I was looking for that move early in the game for the Kings to go to Polynese to try to take advantage of Christian Laettner. He had problems with power forwards. Now I know he's going to have problems against the NBA centers.
5 on the shot clock. Kings with their biggest lead. Mitchell throws up an air ball, but it goes off the fingertips of Polynese out of bounds. 1 second on the shot clock.
Well, this is an area where the Kings have had a lot of difficulty in the past. Don't bail them out by committing a foul.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Will it be Laettner? It will be Laettner. The desperation attempt is off the glass. He has to hit the rim in order to get another opportunity. If, in fact, the rebound had gone to the T-Wolves. So Sacramento not hurt in that situation. 3 for 9 for each club now in this third quarter.
В третьей четверти одинаковый совершенно процент попаданий. 3 из 9 у Сакрамента и Миннесоты. Мы смотрим с вами матч дебютный для Кевина Гарнетта. Вот так и отмечают наши американские коллеги. Но, тем не менее, как этот матч, ничего особо выдающегося. 8 очков набрал Кевин Гарнетт в этом матче. Так, заранее опережая события, скажу. Правда, не промахнулся ни разу с игры. 4 из 4. Вот, собственно, и все, что можно сказать о дебюте Кевина Гарнетта. Бывали и поярче дебюты Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации. Хотя Кевина Гарнетта я всеми силами уважаю и даже вот причисляю его к своим любимым игрокам.
Sam Mitchell is a very talented basketball player, and he played with the Pacers last year, and he only averaged 7 points.
Может быть, просто доверия достаточно не получил, как в этом матче, так и в целом в сезоне. Кевин Гарнетт не очень на него рассчитывали пока. Херли. Плохая передача.
Edney getting the call from Gary St. Jean. The next dead ball possession off the hands of Laettner out of bounds. The Timberwolves have turned it over again.
This is when Bobby has to keep his head up. He has to realize it's a mistake that I made. Come back the next time and take better care of the ball and make a better pass.
Turnover number 16 by the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Kings haven't been much better. They've had 15 miscues. Hurley now on the bench. Edney at the point. Away from the ball, we've got a whistle. We saw Sharunas Marshallonis on the floor, and Mark Davis was called for the foul on the baseline, trying to deny a curl or a cut. Well, I tell you, Derek, it's been fun watching Marshallonis because he curls and cuts and slashes as hard to the basket as anybody the Kings have had in their roster in a long time.
Indeed, he does. He's been fun to watch in practice because he and Mitch Richmond go at it every day.
And now Sam Mitchell is called, trying to
Фол Сэма Митчелла.
defend Walt Williams outside the paint. If you're a lip reader, you know the sentiments right there of Mr. Mitchell. Not real happy.
He's walking out of bounds.
Еще раз Маршаллонис пробует выбросить мяч из боковой. Получается у него. И Полинайс.
If you notice what the veterans are trying to get away with out here on the court, first Marshallonis takes some traveling out of bounds, and then Walt Williams is going to dribble between two players, and Olden Polynese gets what could be called a travel, but takes the ball right to the basket and is able to get inside and score. Good movement, excellent passing, but Walt Williams set that up by his good ball handling.
Well, the Kings tonight are 8 of 15 at the free throw stripe. This is the first
нулевой номер на майке, но отнюдь не по игре в этом матче Олдена Полинайса.
Had some changes now. Kevin Garnett ran out of Farragut Academy in Chicago, a high schooler, now in the NBA, is on the floor. Gugliotta with the ball. Here's Garnett.
Кевин Гарнетт, второй бросок в этом матче, открылся в 3-секундной зоне. Робко бросил. Попал.
There he is actually from South Carolina.
Yeah, played 3 years down there. Interesting, he was Mr. Basketball in South Carolina as a junior, and then he won the same honor in Illinois as a senior. Well, Williams missing the attempt. Laettner can't get the rebound. The Kings get a break with 6 seconds on the shot clock.
if Kevin Garnett can withstand the NBA schedule, not only the 82 games, but the travel on the road, the hotels, the restaurants, and all the people that are going to be coming at him, he has a chance to make a tremendous career in the NBA.
Walt Williams feeds Michael Smith. Oh, he had a head of steam going.
Приземлили Майкла Смита.
Take a look at what Walt Williams does. He has nowhere to go with this ball, and I'm pretty sure he threw it off the back.
Не получилось достаточно оторваться от земли.
Yes, he did. Good call, Mr. Dickey. Boy, there's a tough foul, and Michael Smith is fortunate.
I only know about that because I've done it.
Двойной фол получился вместо двойного накрытого броска.
Well, let's see if Michael Smith can bang down a free throw.
2 очка, 5 подборов сегодня.
Yeah. Finesse. And listen to this crowd. They know that those are rare when Michael can get them to drop.
Well, in the preseason, he shot 54% from the free throw line, which is up a little bit over last year. Michael still was not the best free throw shooter in the league, but 48% is where he ended up the season.
And he earns a jump ball from Terry Porter on the second miss. Olin Polynice Barton there firing up the second-year player.
В драку полез Смит. Досталось ему в предыдущей атаке. Терри Портер, видимо, пытается извиниться. Кто кого? По идее, Смит должен перепрыгнуть. Так и есть.
Tyus Edney finds Smith baseline, big reach for the reverse. He's got the bucket. Excellent passing.
И Смит просто герой последней минуты. 59-51, 3,5 до конца третьей четверти. И тайм-аут. Тайм-аут Миннесоты.
Basketball fans, what's your favorite game?
Oh, what a play!
Put a fan favorite on NBA.com Global and cast your vote for the game you want to see.
Oh, my!
You're a fan. What's your favorite?
Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it!
Choose from one of 4 available games.
Log on and vote.
Control the action. Play fan favorite on NBA.com Global.
Well, Michael Smith brings a ferocity to the floor that's been a welcome addition of the Kings in the last year. Here's an example.
Well, you come up with a controlled tip by Michael Smith. Then he moves to the open spot. Tyus Edney finds him out there. But take a look at the roster, the lineup that's out there on the floor for Gary St. Jean. You don't see Brian Grant. You don't see Mitch Richmond. You see some players out there that Gary St. Jean has the luxury of going into his bench and getting the job done.
Досматриваем третью четверть матча Миннесота-Сакраменто, сезон 95-96 года. Стартовый матч, дебютный матч Кевина Гарнетта.
Gary St. Jean barking out some instructions. happy to get this season underway. And I'll tell you, the Kings, this is an interesting stretch because they play 6 games in like 9 days right out of the box. Ball ends up in the hands of Tyus Edney. See if the Kings can cash in. Marciulionis against Gugliotta. Marciulionis spins. Ball's knocked away. Rooney's there. Nice feed to OP. There's the jump hook. Kings have a double-digit lead.
Olden Polynice, but keep an eye
Olden Polynice.
He doesn't get enough credit for his passing ability.
61-51, плюс 10. По-моему, максимальное преимущество Сакраменто в этом матче.
Foul here on the penetration attempt by Terry Porter. Works against Sacramento. This one's on Michael Smith, I think. Well, no, it's going to be hand check, I think, on Edney. Let's take a look at Olden.
Look at this pass inside. OP gives a quick fake to his left. Comes back right with that little jump hook. He's capable of shooting that anywhere from 8 to 10 feet away from the basket in, and he has a lot of confidence with that shot now.
He now has 9 points, and all of his scoring has come here in the third quarter. Once again, the Kings are offering the popular game packs. Your chance to buy tickets to 9 games for as little as $81. There are 4 packs to choose from. Operators are standing by right now. Just call 928-3650. 928-3650 for the very popular 9-pack. Edney's pass inside, not a good one, intended for Polynice and easily deflected and stolen.
Хорошая атака, и KG еще и первый данк. Технически сейчас не дали, так немножко предупредили, что помягче нужно, без откидочек всяких. А эти 2 очка засчитают. Шаронусу Марчулионису. Немножко запоздал с прыжочком Кевин Гарнетт. Дэвиса фактически обыграл уже. Марчулионис выбросил мяч и после отскока от щита накрыл его Кевин Гарнетт, что запрещено.
Davis to Sean Rooks. Rooks throws it off the iron, no good. Marciulionis cruising. Now they'll settle it into the half court. Gary St. Jean, you could hear him calling for movement. Marciulionis launches. Ring it up for Sharunas. What a nice feathery touch from out.
Шарунас разбросался.
Tyus Edney with a grab, trying to stalk Porter. Pound for pound, strength coach Albion Connie will tell you, Sharunas Marciulionis.
Первая половина не очень получилась у литовца. Но сейчас просто обязанности лидера на себя взял.
This past summer, he did a tremendous job in the Euro games over there. Take a look at his outside shot, but he was the most valuable player in a series of 8 games, including players like Vlade Divac, Sabonis, several players from the NBA who are playing overseas in Europe, and Sharunas Marciulionis came away with the most valuable player honor.
He was really lost up in Seattle under George Karl. In fact, he didn't even play in one of the playoff series when they were bounced in the first round up there. And that just amazed a lot of people. He'd had injury problems a couple of years ago.
19-8 Сакраменто выигрывает игровой отрезок.
On Walt Williams, an offensive foul, as he tried to clear a lane for Tyus Edney. 17th Sacramento turnover tonight.
And it's just the third quarter.
Just under a minute and a half to go in this quarter. Gugliotta firing over Michael Smith. Doesn't get it. Rebound grabbed by the Timberwolves Porter. Garnett straight away with a 22-footer.
И KG. Четвертое попадание, 8 очков. По большому счету можно было бы здесь остановиться и матч не смотреть дальше. Все, Кевин Гарнетт все, что мог, уже совершил. Ну, потерпим еще. 45 минут. Это заурядное зрелище.
Williams will get a breather. Williams with 2 points in the second half after an 18-point first half. And we look at the numbers for Kevin Garnett. 4 for 4 from the floor. That's in 12 minutes of playing time.
See, a lot of guys can step into the NBA, but to step into the NBA and contribute, that's saying an awful lot. There's a foul.
That wasn't called. Marciulionis will get to the line on this one.
Вполне возможно, что это единственный матч в карьере Кевина Гарнетта, когда он ни разу не промахнулся.
Kings' next action will be Sunday evening, a 6 o'clock game here at Arco against the LA Clippers. Then on the road next week and starting in Philadelphia on Tuesday night.
Полинайс пытается подбодрить Марчеллиониса, и второй бросок он попадает. 67-59, 35 секунд до конца третьей четверти. Том Гуглиота. Ну вот первый такой надежный трудовой мяч забросил, по-моему, в этом матче.
This is a team that is certainly different. They have a different personality than they had the last few years. And, you know, they've had some tremendous talent in Leitner and Ryder and now Gugliotta and Sean Rooks. But now they're starting to show some ability to keep coming back at you by adding guys like Garnett, Davis.
И штрафной еще добавил Гуглиота. До 5 очков сократилось отставание Timberwolves. Но Кингс могут владеть мячом, в принципе, до окончания четверти.
5-point game. Third quarter winding down. You see the time. Shot clock on the left. Marciulionis ends up getting blocked again as he tried to dish off the pass underneath. Just over 6 seconds remaining, and Sharunas back at the line.
Take a look at Marciulionis trying to get inside, and he actually
нарушение правил на Марчеллионисе, встанет на линии штрафных.
Sharunas tonight is 1 of 3 at the free throw stripe, and that's in contrast to about 86% in the preseason. He is almost automatic during the preseason. He was a little frustrated, I think. Now he looks like he's back in rhythm and knocks this one down. 9 points thus far, and a bid now to go into double figures, and he does. Now,
10 очков набирает Шаронис Марчеллионис. 69-62, и атака из угла. Не попадает Гуглиота. Так осталось 7 очков отставания, и на последний короткий перерыв отправляются команды. Заключительная четверть впереди.
Reasons to love this game.
What are yours? I love this game because of the three-point shot.
Because I get to run the point.
Because Seattle is where it's at.
I love this game because it's improvised.
Did you see what I saw?
Wow, huh?
I love this game.
I love this game because it's alive. It's alive.
as we go to the fourth quarter, let's check the AT&T stats for the facts on guaranteed competitive business long distance prices. All you have to do.
Процент попадания Миннесота 37, очень низкий в этой встрече, хотя счет выигрывает команда Углеота 13, Уолт Уильямс 20 очков набирает в этом матче пока. Углеота при всей своей корявости в этой встрече еще и самый результативный. Как же плохи волки в целом. Шарунус подождал с передачей, мудро сохранил у себя мяч, но атака все равно не получилась.
Got a whistle here down in the paint away from the ball, and the foul, I believe, is going to be against Michael Smith. That is the case.
He's a little strong arm against Sean Rooks down inside.
Personal foul department.
Смит нарушает правила, по-моему, полчетвертый у него уже.
Doug West and Sam Mitchell have 4. They're in some difficulty for the Timberwolves. Garnett, the rookie, still on the floor, now matched up with Corbin. He holds on top. Back to Allen. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Working against Marshallonis.
Great defense by Brian Grant inside.
West fires over Richmond. Doesn't get it. Leitner battles. Can't get it. Newman tries to save it. Does. Brian Grant, however...
Марчеллионис пытался спасти этот мяч, но выбросил его не очень аккуратно.
Sarunas had a chance to save that ball, and one of the things you're always taught, I was always taught growing up, if you're going to save it, save the ball toward your basket. Don't give your defense a chance to recover the ball. Marshallonis threw the ball back toward the Timberwolves hoop.
Не смог зацепиться за мяч, в результате пришлось фалить в защите. Кристиан Лейтнер пробивает штрафные броски. 7 очков сегодня, 2 из 6.
He adds the pair of free throws, and this is a 5-point game once again. That's his first scoring since the first quarter.
Пытается слегка прессинговать Миннесота. Получается не очень.
Marshallonis ended up trying to hang on to it, and boy, Timberwolves, there's a technical foul being assessed against someone.
Техническое замечание Дагу Уэсту за разговоры.
But when you see 5 guys and the guys on the bench and the coach as well jump off the floor as a call is made, I mean, that gets a team excited a little bit. Take a look at Marshallonis. He puts his shoulder down. Now watch the bench if we can get a chance to see it. You don't see it there, but all the players and the coaches jump up in the air all of a sudden.
Bill Blair is not happy right now because Gary St. Jean was cleared down on the other side of the midcourt line in the
пробитие штрафных, что показали нам в этом матче.
With 2 officials, you won't see all that. With 3 officials, it's difficult to catch it all.
Marshallonis loses the control, tries to get it back.
Не догоняет уже Шарунас. И подсуетился Шон Рукс. Потеря в защите Сакраменто. И счет 70-66.
In the third quarter at 66-55. Now it is a 4-point ball game. Walt Williams getting ready to check in, and Minnesota really aggressive with their D. Marshallonis to Brian Grant. Long-range jumper is good.
Nice soft shot by Brian Grant. Rooney got caught up in the air. He wanted to put that shot up, but he had nowhere to go.
Grant now has 11. This is Leitner. Draws the foul, doesn't get the shot for the 3-point opportunity. While Williams will get a chance to check in.
Смотрим повтор. Фолы на Лейтнере. Опять же, вот с этой точки я не заметил нарушения.
Fourth foul tonight on Brian Grant. Timberwolves tonight at the free throw line. Very impressive. They're 18 of 21. Kings are 14 of 23 at the stripe.
Scary, you don't think Kevin McHale, Vice President of Basketball Operations, taught Christian that up and under move, do you?
I can't imagine. Wonder how many points in his great career he managed to score with that move. Kevin McHale,
Промах.
he had the longest reach and the longest stride.
72-67.
He managed to free up for that shot.
That was his lunchbox move. That was his office.
9.5 to go. Richmond loses the ball. Sacramento's 19th turnover of the ball game. And here come the T-Wolves. They lose the ball as Walt Williams comes away. Long lead out. Smith, the animal. Yes!
Вот такой быстрый отрыв получился у Смита. Реабилитировался за многие свои ошибки в этом матче. За ненужные фолы.
Brooks ends up with it, however. Drops the pass for Leitner. It's on the floor. Here's Richmond. Lead out. This time it's Corbin. He's got the breakaway. And the Timberwolves want timeout as the Kings had seen a lead fall from 11 to 4. Now they've pushed it back up to 9. That's 76 points for the Kings. After the game, make a fast break for a Unical.
Еще одна ошибка, еще один быстрый отрыв. И 76-67.
This word's brought to you by Southwest Airlines.
Coloca lá dentro, definitivamente.
El más querido.
Oh, baby! Did you see that? Look out below!
Look out below, slam dunk. Peja, Stojakovic. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? That was sick. Kenyon Martin, he is Superman.
This kid can do it all. Ron James,
Oh, that was wicked nasty. The power and fury of the morning. Walker for three. When you're hot, baby, you are hot.
And the harder you try and the longer you go, but there's nothing but love and no signs anymore. And you know what to say, but you never know how. You can keep him out.
Ricky in the hole.
Oh, at the foul line. All the way.
Oh, with a right-handed monster jam. 3-on-2 fast break. Oh, young fella, don't bring the house down like that.
Crowd is on their feet, and the groove is back.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and I'm looking at you straight in the eyes, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm into the action. I'm rocking. I'm rolling, baby.
You get that smile.
I love it.
One-on-one basketball. Chelsea's got to hurry. Fires. Duncan makes the move over Powell. It goes.
And I'm telling you the truth. I love this game.
Oh, he's got it quickly for the win! Lakers win it!
Back-to-back breakaway baskets for the Kings. Here is the last one from Tyrone Corbin.
Well, this is what can happen when you run with the ball. Kings have tried to run without the ball.
Второй быстрый отрыв подряд.
Начало
в исполнении
Tyrone Corbin gets out on the break.
And with that 2 points from the Kings bench, Sacramento's bench has produced 26 points.
Смита и затем Тайрон Корбин убежал вперед после паса Митча Ричмонда.
Ball knocked away from Davis, out of bounds. Kings aggressive, hustling the defense all over the floor.
Good hands by Tyrone Corbin. He's playing good defense. He's watching the eyes of the man with the ball.
Garnett to handle in front of the Kings bench. Sean Rooks out to Porter. Leitner sets the pick. Leitner gets it back into traffic.
Кристиан Лейтнер. Очередной промах Миннесоты.
Williams leading all scorers with 20 points tonight. Finds Mitch Richmond.
See the versatility once again. We've seen Mitch Richmond bring the ball up. We've seen Walt Williams bring it up the floor. There is no true point guard out there right now.
Oh, look at this. Michael Smith hit the floor very hard, but he got off a pretty decent attempt on that reach underneath to try to spin it up there.
Indeed, he did. That was a nice give and go. And watch the bounce pass on the baseline side by Walt Williams.
Смотрим, Уолт Уильямс забрасывает мяч на Смита. Хорошая передача.
Actually stretches underneath the basket to try to get that shot up, but good hang time by the animal. Excellent pass by the Wizard.
Smith tonight, 7 points, 7 boards. Dropped that one cleanly. Tonight's Kings game brought to you by Beechwood Age Budweiser. It's always been true. This Bud's for you. Gary St. Jean, maybe you could hear him. One more, baby. And he's got it nicely. That looked pretty good.
That looked very good. It looked comfortable for Michael. That's what he has to do. He has to walk up there feeling no pressure and just put the ball in the basket. If you miss it, you miss it.
Well, Sacramento's lead back up to 11 after it had been whittled down to 4.
Have you noticed the absence of one of the T-Wolves, who one of their key players the last couple of years? Isaiah Ryder has not been on the court.
He was their leading scorer last year. Richmond, nice pass to Corbin, and he mishandles it. It was partially deflected, and it went off Ty's hands out of bounds.
It sure did. Mitch had a chance. He should have taken that shot. Corbin was going inside for offensive rebounding position, and under that situation,
Корбин вынужден вернуться назад из-за фола в нападении. Ужасная передача.
The Timberwolves have been working just as hard with their defensive intensity. It's been very impressive from that standpoint. Not a pretty game by any stretch of the imagination.
You still want to try to build on the one stat that I always like, and that's points off of turnovers. If you take the ball away from your opponent, make them pay. Get to the free throw line if you don't do anything else.
Had a whistle away from the ball. Brian Grant is singled out.
Чрезвычайно содержательную игру сегодня смотрим с вами, историческую. Едва ли не самые быстрые передвижения баскетболистов на площадке сейчас наблюдаем. Пятый фол у Брайана Гранта тем временем. Ну, ему тоже побыстрее хочется закончить этот матч.
Corbin, Michael Smith, Brian Grant, Mitch Richmond, and Walt Williams. And this time it's Williams who brings it up. Remember now again, as Derek pointed out a few moments ago, no Tyus Edney, no Bobby Hurley, a true point guard on the floor. We'll see that from time to time in various matchups this year. Richmond isolated, launches without putting it on the floor, doesn't get it.
Отбилась Миннесота. Общими усилиями Портер и Смит. Ричмонд здорово отдал на Корбина.
Nearing the 6-minute mark. Sacramento now by 13. Big lead of the ball game. Back to 11.
He's a horse inside. He's one of those guys that's tough to stop at. He's 6'10", 200 and I'm going to guess 260 or 70 pounds. They listed at 250.
Richmond down low. Shot clock's at 7. Mitch on the double team to Williams. Clock's at 3. Back to Mitch. They're not going to get a shot off. Oh, he steps out of bounds. And a Sacramento turnover. Boy, they are really starting to mount up for the Kings, who averaged 21 plus turnovers in the preseason. They've now committed their 21st.
Потерь сегодня 21 у Сакраменто и 19 у Миннесоты. Да, напортачили. Счет 80-69 за 5:40 до конца этого матча. Уолт Уильямс.
Take it so that you can get offense or defensive rebounding position.
Looking for Michael Smith. Now Williams shoulder into the lane, kicks it out to Richmond as he drifts.
Ну и пора уже атаковать. Ричмонд. Вот это рука. Это надежно. Просит прикрыть свою позицию в защите, куда не успевал. Но Миннесота устала и медленно передвигается на половину поля соперника.
Porter on the perimeter. Defender runs at him. Back to Leitner. Leitner with a 10-footer. Rebounded by Mitchell. Partially deflected. Putback is down inside. Gugliotta gets the basket, and Gugliotta now has 15.
15 очков у Тома Гуглиоты.
Richmond down low against Porter.
Ричмонд.
Trying to create. Nails it. Boy, that's the all-star pro there. I said it was Porter, it was Doug West.
Ну вот, лидер Сакраменто начинает себя проявлять. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Лейтнер схлопотал от поля Найса.
There's a fortunate side to that. That was not called a hard foul, even though we know that it was. OP comes down. That's a foul that the league might even take a look at.
I'm going to say that's borderline flagrant foul right there.
Oh, yes.
And remember what happened to Geiger when he fouled Shaquille O'Neal. He ended up getting suspended for the opening night game, plus fined for a foul that was not that dissimilar to the one we just saw from Polynese.
Well, if Christian Laettner gets hurt on that play and no flagrant foul is called or hard foul is called, then you look at the
После фола поля Найса Кристиан Лейтнер встает на линию штрафных. 7 из 8 штрафные пробил сегодня. В этот день конкретный в истории NBA. Не торопится. Сакраменто ведет в счете. Но бросок, тем не менее, неплохо было получше подготовить. Показывают, что от Смита ушел мяч. Вот здесь не соглашусь. Гэри Сен-Джин берет тайм-аут.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game, and one of them is the answer.
Unbelievable!
I love this game because it's so intense.
Because of the crossover dribble.
Because I can jump over people.
Play by Vince Carter.
I love this game because the guys are really cute.
You know what I love about the NBA?
Paul Malone.
Malone running on the right wing.
Because Sugar Shane says to.
What a play by Allen as he somehow scooped and scored. Boy, this kid can do it all. Here's McGrady off the drive this time. Yep. Oh, man. It's sensational. Oh. The power and fury of the morning.
All right. You know, okay.
Why do I love this game? There's 1,000 reasons why.
We got ours.
What's yours?
I love this game because I can let my hair down.
Goodness! I love this game because they rock and roll.
Because age doesn't matter.
Because of the perfect pass.
Lob inside for the jam.
I love this game because you get to wear a helmet.
I love this game because they know how to work it.
Oh, my goodness! I love this game. What's not to love?
Basketball fan, what's your favorite game?
Oh, what a play!
Put a fan favorite on NBA.com Global and cast your vote for the game you want to see.
Oh, my!
You're a fan. What's your favorite?
Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it!
Choose from one of 4 available games.
Log on and vote.
Control the action. Play fan favorite on NBA.com Global.
That was just over 3.5 minutes to go. Let's take a look at the Carl's Jr. game summary. T-Wolves shooting only 34%, to the Kings 50%. Garnett and Laettner.
Процент попадания. 18 очков в первой половине Уолта Уильямса, 10 у Марчеллониса. Кевин Гарнетт, как мы уже сказали, без промаха, но и процент попадания 50-34 в пользу Сакрамента. Отсюда и счет в этом матче.
Knocks off Portland in Portland at the debut of the new Rose Garden, 92-80. Benoit Benjamin had 29 in the win for the Grizzlies. And a lot of people are saying right out of the box the Grizzlies would be fortunate to win 10 games this year. They've got one on opening night.
Hello, is the NBA listening?
And Toronto, of course, as we mentioned earlier, the other expansion team, an opening night winner as well, handily beating the New Jersey Nets.
This is supposed to be expansion teams, 2 of them.
Clock's at 4. Williams can't get it to fall in the second half. Harry Porter, the ex-Trailblazer, draws
Портер
the foul
набрасывает
on the
мяч на
running
кольцо, по
Connick.
дороге успели на нем свалить. Олден Полинайз пытается оспорить это решение с арбитрами.
After that three-point attempt by Williams, the Kings tonight 6 of 11 from the floor. Again, a reminder that with each three-point field goal the Kings make, San Francisco Federal makes a $25 donation to the Kings Community Foundation. Here's your point guard comparison tonight. Limited minutes for Hurley and Edney, and limited.
Разыгрывающие как сыграли. В Миннесоте Портер Аллен 13 очков, 3 передачи. Херли и Эдни на двоих 3 очка и 2 передачи. Не ахти. 3 минуты остается играть, плюс 9 Сакраменто. Ну и спасти еще можно матч, в принципе.
And get it to the front court to set up the offense. Anybody can run the ball up the floor and initiate the offense.
Shot clock is down to 6. Here's Richmond open. Not there. Bounces up over the plane of the backboard, and so it goes over to Minnesota. And Gary St. Jean not real happy about the way things are unraveling, even though his club has the 9-point advantage.
The object with any offense is get the best shot available, and with a team that's pressing and trapping, if you make good passes, get the ball to the middle of the floor, you have a chance to break down that defense.
Гуглиота на пару с Лейтнером потеряли мяч там в 3-секундной зоне Сакраменто.
Williams calling out the instructions. The offense initiated by him now at the 2:20 mark. Williams into traffic, finds Brian Grant to the glass.
Брайан Грант.
And again, no foul is called.
И вот здесь-то Гуглиоте никто не мешал уже, а? Да. Можно действительно не удивляться проценту попадания. Мяч Ричмонду засчитают 3-очковый за эту попытку. И тут же тайм-аут соперников. Да, останавливается за периметром. И никто мяча не коснулся в итоге. 87-75. Минута 58 до конца.
Just run the show. That's what you're out there to do. That's all. Just break them down, distribute, create, dish, communicate, pressure, floor general, call it out. Run the show. Slow it down. Head up, gotta see the floor. Push the rock, contain, up tempo, penetrate, shoot the gap, block out, thread the needle, push up, get through it, hold it for one, win the game. Just run the show. No problem.
And I'm super bad.
So a shot here will have to be miraculous, and it is! Shaquille fadeaway. What a shot! Oh! Barkley for three! No! Off it comes the jabber, long shot up! Johnson at the buzzer!
That is one of the most amazing blocks that I have ever seen.
They get it to Fisher. He scores! Gary Fisher! And the corner up high! LeBron James! Mellow to the top shelf and then some. Blocked by Richard Jefferson. Oh, what a pass by Rivers! A rookie clean away. Ben with a steal. Ben driving. Ben Wallace strikes again. Jumped right out of the building. The Lakers win. They are breaking out all the threats tonight.
much to my chagrin on the replay, Leitner never left his feet. Brian Grant did, but Brian didn't touch that ball, did he, Derek?
No, he did not. Take a look as the ball is up. Brian's going to go up and bring his hand.
Еще раз повторяет нам курьезный трехочковый Митча Ричмонда, который, похоже, поставил точку в этом матче. И еще раз Ричмонд едва не стал героем этого эпизода. Марчелёнис на площадке. Хороший матч провел Шарунас. Передачу отдал и... Дак Уэст. Свалил Гранта.
Now tonight after the game, be sure that you listen to Kings Rap live from the Skyline Lounge. Your chance to call in and discuss the game. Kings Rap with Brian Wheeler, newest member of our broadcast staff, tonight after the game on Hot Talk Radio, 1140. Ryan Grant going to the free throw line tonight. Ryan's numbers 11 points and 9 rebounds. He leads the Kings. Michael Smith has 8 in the
11 очков, 9 подборов. Почти дабл-дабл у Брайана Гранта сегодня.
Remember last year in the regular season they were out-rebounded by 6 a game, and they evened that number in the preseason, and tonight they're out-rebounding the Kings, but on the scoreboard, Sacramento now with a 13-point advantage.
Kings have done a much better job of getting good looks at the basket, brought their field goal percentage up, and also played better defense.
И один штрафной из двух.
Forcing the Timberwolves to take errant shots, or shots at least with a hand in the face.
Free throw shooting percentage still not very good at all tonight for the Kings. Here's a pull-up jumper from Leitner.
Кристиан Лейтнер. Не показали, заступал он или нет сейчас за линию. Не столь важно. Плюс 11 у Сакраменто по-прежнему. Что оспаривает Гэри Сент-Джин сейчас? Ну, собственно, технически оспаривает, поскольку коснулся мяча, прежде чем тот покинул пределы площадки. И не стоит гоняться за арбитрами. Ну да, пожалуй, что неправ был Гэри Сент-Джин. Бросался за мячом там Куглиота. Скорее всего, не достал бы, но тем не менее.
Now the Kings are going to take a full timeout. Apparently they saw something on the floor as they went out to take positions. We'll take the break as well.
Успокоился Гэри Сент-Джин. И еще полный тайм-аут взял.
What are yours?
2 words. Larry Bird.
Someone loves this game because of the cool shoes, baby.
Because of the trash talking.
I love this game because you can count by 2s.
I love this game because the players fly through the air. Up, up, and away!
Ta-da!
We love this game.
Минута 21 секунда до конца дебютного матча Кевина Гарнетта. Его самого, впрочем, по-моему, нет на площадке. Пытаются прессинговать баскетболисты Timberwolves. Но теперь уже поздно фалить. 3 секунды на атаку. Митч Ричмонд И засчитают этот мяч. 2 очка с фолом Портера. В общем-то, сейчас вернет должок, скорее всего.
You're right. We were blocked out by Gary St. Jean, but watching it on the monitor, you got a chance to see. Look at the little ball fake by Mitch. I thought he lifted his foot, but
that's what I thought. I saw him rock in the air, and I saw that the ball didn't release, and then the clock hit 0. That's all I could see, and I thought that the Kings were guilty of a turnover. Terry Porter, who's had a 9-for-9 night at the free throw line, is back for another opportunity on a three-point attempt. Tyus Edney is now in the game for Sacramento, so the Kings have a pure ball handler on the floor to contend with the pressure. Under a minute to go. Edney, the rookie, trying to split the trap, draws the foul. It's on Googly.
Фолы тут же в начале атаки.
Will go to the free throw line.
Interesting decision by Gary St. Jean. When this full court helter-skelter, he brings Tyus Edney in and not Bobby Hurley.
Sacramento leading 90-81. Bobby Hurley talking with Lionel Simmons and Byron Houston on the left side of the screen. Houston and Simmons, neither one seeing action tonight.
Все-таки Эдни сегодня выступил основным разыгрывающим, а Херли остается так чесать ладошки.
Hurley looking on. Lead is back to 10. A pair of free throws in this final minute of action from the rookie out of UCLA, who now has 4 points. Leitner firing for 3.
Кристиан Лейтнер попадает с 3-очковой дистанции. Фолят на Шаронисе Марчеллионисе. Ну что ж, в основном свои очки сегодня все он набрал, ну, как минимум половину. По-моему, сильнее штрафный. Ну да, 6 из 13.
Well, Gary St. Jean was preaching all week. You cannot take this Minnesota Timberwolves club for granted, as perhaps teams were guilty of doing in years past. We talked about their depth and the new faces. They have struggled tonight. This is a game that's had 9 lead changes, 4 ties. It's been very physical, but the intensity that Bill Blair's club has brought, I think, has been very interesting. And clearly, I think the Timberwolves on given nights are going to give people some real struggles in the NBA.
Some of the things I noticed in their notes were that in their 7 wins in preseason, 5 of those wins they won late in the game in the fourth period.
93-84. Но еще по атаке есть время провести у тех и других. Портер потерял мяч. Шаронис Марчеллионис. И еще 2 штрафных.
They beat Milwaukee twice. They beat Vancouver. They beat Dallas, Washington, Miami, and Portland. So it wasn't as if they were playing, you know, the elite teams. There wasn't a San Antonio or a Chicago or an Orlando.
По-моему, 2 из 2 еще ни разу не забросил сегодня Марчеллионис.
But nonetheless, I think, yeah, very impressive. And that's how you build with young new ball clubs. Marciulionis gives the Kings the 10-point advantage. That feathery touch again.
Первый раз.
The natural left-hander from Lithuania has 13 points on the night. We're down to the final 20 seconds of this ball game, and the Kings are about to go 4-0 under St. Jean on opening night.
Легко пустили сейчас Терри Портера.
Uncontested, he has 19. Corbin is chased by Mitchell.
Terry Porter's quietly put up 19 points this evening.
Ну и все. Хьюсу Эдни доверено завершить этот матч. Достучал он в середине площадки. Еще один футболист у нас нарисовался в заключении этой встречи. Ну и на этом программа NBA TV закончена. Андрей Беляев, Дмитрий Гороненко благодарят вас за внимание.
Basketball, from its birth in small-town America, has spread across the globe. Now, Spike TV reaches back into the archives of the hardwood to count down the greatest moments in NBA history.
2 seconds. 1 second.
Macumbo.
It rimmed out. It rimmed out.
This is the greatest performance in the history of this league.
Now, Spike 52 greatest moments in NBA history. It's just what the doctor ordered.
What's up? I'm Carmelo Anthony.
And I'm Bill Walton.
Welcome to Spike 52 Greatest Moments in NBA History.
Today we're going to illuminate some truly incredible displays of artistry as we shine the light on the true essence of Western civilization.
I thought we were going to talk about basketball.
My point exactly, Mello. We'll be talking basketball as we preach from the book of Isaiah as well as the books of Magic, Larry, and Michael. After all, to truly understand basketball is to fully comprehend the history of Western civilization.
You're from California, aren't you?
Absolutely. Born and raised in San Diego and educated at UCLA, alma mater of Jackie Robinson, Arthur Ashe, Rayford Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the first player on our countdown of the greatest moments in NBA history. We tip off the countdown with a true clutch shooter, Reggie Miller. In the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals, Miller and the Pacers turned a Bull stampede into a slugfest.
Jackson pushes it back the other way. Inside, Davis is all alone.
All of a sudden, it went from being sort of a ho-hum 5-game series, which everybody expected, to we're in a dogfight.
It's Reggie.
Reggie keyed a big Game 3 victory despite playing on a badly injured ankle. And in Game 4, Coach Larry Bird called on Miller one more time with the Pacers down by 1 with only 2.9 seconds to play.
McKee gets it in the middle for the win.
Unbelievable! Reggie hits the 3 with 7/10 of a second to go.
Miller's clutch basket put the Pacers up 96-94, leaving the Bulls just enough time for a desperation shot.
Who goes to Michael at the buzzer?
It rimmed out! It rimmed out! It rimmed out! It rimmed out! And it's 2-2. Unbelievable!
Chicago went on to win the series, but Reggie had shown once again that whenever the clock winds down and the game is on the line, it's Miller time. We're at number 51 in our countdown, Game 5 of the 1994 Western Conference Finals between the Seattle Supersonics and the Denver Nuggets.
The Sonics 63-19 during the year. The best overall record in the league, the best home record, the best road record.
No 8th-seeded team had ever knocked off a number 1, and there was no reason to think Denver might be the first.
The Seattle team is dominating in every phase of this game.
After taking the first 2 games in the series, the Sonics were already looking ahead to the second round.
I heard the background, sweep, sweep, sweep. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah. We can go to Denver and sweep and get some rest. I think it'd be good for us.
The Nuggets, however, were determined to fight back.
Now, a little more of that aggressive defense in Seattle. Robert Pass dribbles right through.
When we won that third game, I think it gave our team a lift and kind of got their attention.
Dikembe Mutombo's shot blocking turned the tide in Game 4. Send it back, big man. An overtime victory that ended with a LaFonso Ellis slam that knotted the series at 2.
Ellis buries the ball and buries the Sonics. The darlings of Denver, the Nuggets, walk off the floor, stretching the series to 5.
Rather than resting up for the second round, Seattle coach George Karl found himself in a nightmare as the entire series came down to a decisive final game.
Denver, the 8th seed, the long shot, the youngest team in the NBA, trying to pull an incredible upset in Game 5.
With Mutombo controlling the paint and Robert Pack pouring in 10 fourth-quarter points to send it into overtime, the Nuggets struck gold.
And Denver pulls it off.